Despite Obama's unqualified statement of unwavering support for Israel and Zionism, the owner of the Atlanta Jewish Times, Andrew Adler, wrote just a few weeks ago that Israel should consider giving the go-ahead for U.S.-based Mossad agents to take out a president deemed unfriendly to Israel. In order for the current vice president to take his place and forcefully dictate that the United States policy includes its helping the Jewish state obliterate its enemies. Then Adler wrote this. Yes, you read correctly. Order a hit on a president in order to preserve Israel's existence. Did you hear about that? How many of you heard about that? Raise your hands. Oh, that's a small number of you. Now, when I say something, they make sure everybody knows if it's negative. Farrakhan, the anti-Semite, Farrakhan, the hater, Farrakhan, the this. Why the hell didn't the media tell you what that man said about killing our brother in the White House? Talk back to me. It's because they protect their own, regardless to the evil of their people. But you're going to get out of it today. You're going to make a different change today, or I'll tell you what the results will be. A prominent American Jew suggesting and advocating the assassination of Barack Obama. Where's the Secret Service? Where's the FBI? Why didn't they arrest him? Did they bring him in for questioning? They said they would, but did they? But his Jewish brethren jumped on him. Chief among them was the head of the Anti-Defamation League, Abraham Foxman. But is it that Andrew Adler made a horrific statement, or is it that he exposed the plot too early? Adler made another point that no one is addressing. What is the Israeli Mossad doing based inside America? This tells me that the synagogue of Satan is at work. Now, this part of our lecture gets very serious. And I want to open the Bible for you. Now, you know I didn't write the Bible. But I did learn to read. Revelation 2 and 9. When you get home, open your Bible. Listen to what it says. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I didn't write it, but I'm going to explain it. Revelation 3 and 9. It wasn't enough in 2 and 9. They come back in 3 and 9, John the Revelator, and he said, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. I wonder who that's talking about. Now listen, I want to quote the Quran to you. I just quoted the Bible. The Quran says, those who are Jews, those who are Christians or Sabaeans, those who believe in Allah and the last days and are the doers of good to others, they have their reward from their Lord. This Quranic verse is sufficient to tell us that there are members of the Jewish faith that are striving to live the life that Moses and the Israelite prophets taught. There are members of the Jewish faith that hold the principles and the teachings of the prophet dear to them. They have to be separated from those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Now here's my challenge to the Jewish people. You want good Muslims to condemn bad Muslims. You want good Christians to condemn bad Christians. You want good Negroes to condemn those that you say are bad. Well, what about you? What about this synagogue of Satan that say they are Jews and are not? When are you going to rise up and put them down and make them known that you are not of them? Now, to show you that Farrakhan is not teaching hate, this is a book that just came out a few days ago. It's the Obama Hate Machine: the lies, distortions, and personal attacks on the president and who is behind them. So don't look at me like I'm doing something wrong. 2 books just came out. The New Hate by Arthur Goldwag. Now, if a hate machine is grinding out stuff to turn the country into a hateful spirit against our brother, do you remember in the Bible and in the Quran when Cain became envious of his brother Abel? The Quran says it started with envy. Envy grew to hatred, and hatred grew to murder. You Quranic students, do you know that? Remember that? Well, if an atmosphere is being created of hatred for Obama, what is the next step?